The Office is now regarded as one of the best TV shows of all time, but there are other, similar sitcoms that are just as funny, or even more, as Michael Scott's. Back in 2005, the world met Michael Scott and Company in the mockumentary sitcom The Office, developed by Greg Daniels and based on the British show of the same name. Set in Scranton, Pennsylvania, The Office follows the employees of Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, with Michael as the manager. The Office ran for 9 seasons and is now listed among the best sitcoms of all time, getting a lot of praise from critics, general audiences, and winning various awards. The Office has also become part of pop culture and has influenced many other workplace sitcoms. As funny as The Office still is, and while its impact can't be denied, there are other, similar workplace comedies that are as funny or even more, and not all of them came after The Office. Scrubs NBC via Moviestills DB. One of the most underrated sitcoms of the 2000s is Scrubs, created by Bill Lawrence. Scrubs takes viewers to the fictional teaching hospital Sacred Heart Hospital, and follows the lives of its medical interns. Scrubs is led by John J.D. Dorian, Zach Braff, and his best friend Christopher Turk, Donald Faison. Unlike most TV shows set in hospitals, Scrubs is a comedy, with some dramatic elements here and there, which gives a twist to medical shows. Scrubs has a perfect balance between showing the realities of hospital life and comedy, but gets serious when it has to, depending on where the characters' stories take them. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a police procedural sitcom created by Dan Goer and Michael Schur, one of the writers and producers of The Office. Set in the fictional 99th precinct of the New York City Police Department in Brooklyn, the show follows its team of detectives, led by the newly arrived, and very serious, Captain Raymond Holt, Andre Braugher. Holt and the team go through a period of adjustment, as he clashes with Detective Jake Peralta, Andy Samberg, a skilled but immature member of the team. Together, they solve different crimes, but without leaving the quirks and unique personalities of the team members aside, which brings the comedy to the precinct. Brooklyn Nine-Nine has character development, which often lacks in sitcoms, and sees its characters building healthy relationships rather than depending on breaking them to create conflict and entertain the audience, which many comedies end up doing. 30 Rock. 30 Rock is a satirical sitcom created by Tina Fey, based on her experiences as head writer for Saturday Night Live. 30 Rock follows Liz Lemon, Fey, a skilled but socially awkward writer who serves as head writer and showrunner of an NBC sketch comedy called TGS with Tracy Jordan. 30 Rock follows Liz's efforts to supervise the cast and crew while working with network executive Jack Donnery, Alec Baldwin, with whom she often clashes. 30 Rock now ranks among the best TV shows of the decade, with most praise going towards its writing, tone, and performances. When talking about workplace comedies, 30 Rock stands out for its unique setting, realistic situations with a touch of comedy, and compelling characters that the audience can relate to. Veep. Veep is a political satire comedy show created by Armando Iannucci. Veep introduces viewers to Selina Meyer, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, the fictional vice president of the United States. As such, Meyer has a lot to deal with, including her own ambition to become president. Along with her team, Meyer aims to leave a positive mark and legacy. Veep is one of the most critically acclaimed comedies of the 2010s, winning several awards and ranking among the best comedy shows of all time. With its fast-paced style and clever humor, Veep makes fun of politics, politicians, and more, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus gives one of her best performances. Superstore. Another underrated sitcom of the 2010s is Superstore, created by Justin Spitzer. Superstore takes place at the fictional big box chain store Cloud9, in St. Louis, Missouri. Superstore follows a group of employees, led by store manager Amelia Amy Sosa America Ferreira, who started as the store's floor supervisor. Superstore follows the day-to-day lives of Cloud9 staff, as they do their best to do their jobs while dealing with customers and with each other. As simple as Superstore might seem, it explores themes like friendship, work, ambition, and the retail environment, while also following the bonds and dynamics between the staff members quite closely. Abbott Elementary image via Gilles Mingerson, copyright symbol ABC, courtesy Everett Collection. Abbott Elementary is a mockumentary sitcom created by Quinta Brunson, and is one of the best TV shows airing at the time of writing. Abbott Elementary takes its audience to Willard R. Abbott Elementary School, a predominantly black Philadelphia public school that is the subject of a documentary. The documentary crew records the lives of the teachers working in mismanaged and underfunded schools, and in the case of Abbott Elementary, the conditions are so bad that most teachers quit after their second year. Among the remaining teachers is Janine Teagues Brunson, who hopes to improve the lives of her students by making the most out of the school's conditions. Thanks to its mockumentary style and its hopeful lead characters, Abbott Elementary is reminiscent of The Office, but the former stands out for its setting, characters, and the challenges and situations they have to face every day at work. Cheers. One of the best sitcoms of all time, and one that was key in the development and popularization of the branch of workplace sitcoms, is Cheers. Created by James Burrows and Glenn and Les Charles, Cheers takes viewers to the Title Bar in Boston, and centers on the lives of the bar's employees and regulars. Cheers explores the dynamics between the bar staff and its regulars, including their day-to-day lives, romantic lives, highs, and lows. Without Cheers, none of the sitcoms on this list would have happened or would be very different. The cast of Cheers has natural chemistry that is key to their characters' development and to the audience connecting with them, which is something that not all sitcoms achieve. Parks and Recreation. Of course, Parks and Recreation had to be on this list. Created by Greg Daniels, who developed The Office, and Michael Schur, Parks and Recreation is set in the fictional town of Pawnee, Indiana. The show follows Leslie Knope, Amy Poehler, an optimistic bureaucrat working at Pawnee's Parks Department. Alongside her friends and colleagues, Leslie does her best every day to do a good job at the Parks Department, be a good Pawnee citizen, and be a good friend. Leslie and company often get involved in all types of comedic situations, but Parks and Recreation also knows when to get serious and emotional.